Pumpkin for Halloween. A complete guide to the iconic symbol of spooky season. The pumpkin for Halloween has now become one of the most major symbols of the creepy season, casting light on the house doors and giving inspiration to the artists and creators, all combined with folklore, fun, and fright. During the nights of October, pumpkins, along with their scary aspects, have been the symbol of the festival spirit there. Glowing jack-o'-lanterns, artistic masterpieces, and farming myths, traditions, and rituals for Halloween. This whole guide we created will let you in on the secrets of the Halloween pumpkins, why they are used, what they mean, where they came from, how to grow them, when to buy them, how to carve or paint them, and lastly, what to do with them once the season is over. This article is packed with all the fun facts and practical tips for the interested reader, Halloween aficionados, or seasonal decorators. The origin of pumpkins for Halloween, from folklore to front porches. The association of the pumpkin with Halloween dates back a long time. As per Irish mythology, the practice of carving jack-o'-lanterns became an alternative to turning it into the custom of lighting turnips to ward off evil spirits. The Irish immigrants to North America actually found the pumpkin, which was a bigger and more adaptable vegetable, and they started making the spookiest lanterns with it. Thus, the tradition of using pumpkins instead of turnips opened up a new chapter. For the pumpkin, their strong link with Halloween was already formed, and they had changed into the main attraction of the fest and the must-of-autumn decor. Why pumpkins are the symbol of Halloween. Just like every Halloween, pumpkins take the lead as the star of the season. They are not just a bewitching and susceptible seasonal ornament. Pumpkins represent the harvest time and the already dead versus the living relationship very closely. The idea of carving faces on pumpkins was that those spirits would not want to enter. Thus, this simple vegetable was turned into a mystical guard. With time, pumpkins won over the decorators with their bright orange color, signifying fun, creativity, and a slight spookiness. Their orange color, which is the brightest of oranges, round shape, and versatility saw them go even to culinary uses, besides being an ideal holiday ornament. So, pumpkins took the throne as the Halloween symbol. Can Halloween pumpkins be eaten? The question of whether or not Halloween pumpkins can be eaten is one that a lot of folks are asking. To put it straight up, they can be eaten, but the same can be said about the fact that not every pumpkin is good for cooking. The big carving pumpkins are usually quite mild in flavor, and their flesh is soft, which is why they are the ones that people commonly use for making soups, roasted seeds, and purees, but not for sweet desserts. On the contrary, sugar or pie pumpkins are the small and dense varieties that yield a sweeter taste and are more generous in terms of culinary use. These pumpkins, made into pea soups and snacks through roasting, baking, or blending, would add to the festive spirit with their fun and healthy character. Types of pumpkins and best choices for Halloween. The type of pumpkin chosen is rather significantly important in the case of carving, painting, or cooking. Pumpkins, which are medium to large in size with smooth skin and firm texture, are ideal for carving not only very intricate designs, but also the classic jack-o'-lanterns. In addition, mini versions and white gourds are excellent for painting and redecorating, i.e., making a base for the fairy tale patterns, metallics, or glow-in-the-dark ones. For cooking, however, the sugar or pie pumpkins are the favorites due to their sweet and dense flesh that can be transformed into pies, soups, roasted seeds, etc. Knowing the type of pumpkin that you actually need gives you the guarantee that your Halloween project, whether it is for autumn decorations or edible, will yield the same rewards. Growing and planting pumpkins for Halloween. Growing pumpkins for Halloween is a hard but still rewarding task that will need proper planning. It is advisable to plant the pumpkin seeds in the last spring month, which is May to June, depending upon your area, because the seeds will not sprout in cold soil and will not grow without sunlight. Pumpkins require a good quality soil that can drain water, and they also need large spaces for growing. The first flowers that will bear fruit will show up about 40 to 50 days after sowing the seeds. These flowers are very significant in many ways, but the main ones are pollination and the production of good fruits. Constant watering, pest control, and overall care will make your pumpkins big and bright colored, and consequently, They will be picked and decorated for the coming October feast season. When to buy and carve your pumpkin. The most crucial aspect of the whole pumpkin affair is the time you buy and carve this vegetable. At the very start of October. The pumpkins purchased in late September will have a very nice flavor and will be good for the Halloween season. The last day of Halloween will see the pumpkin at its best, a fresh, bright, and crispy jack-o'-lantern. Keeping pumpkins in a fridge or a cool place is one way to extend their life. At the same time, your spooky carvings will be glowing throughout the festival. Getting the pumpkins through proper care offers the benefits of nice-looking and long-lasting ones. Creative pumpkin painting, carving, and drawing ideas. Halloween pumpkin decoration has come a long way, and it is no longer just limited to carving jack-o'-lanterns. For carving, there are, for instance, sinister faces, ghostly houses, spirits, witches, and magical beings who can be displayed in all their frightfulness, which can be included among the choices. The options for painting are endless. Metallic and glow-in-the-dark effects, as well as fun patterns like polka dots, stripes, or cartoon characters, all made by one Issei. Outlining by using markers or chalk for complex designs is a recommended practice, so the cutting can be done properly. You can get very creative, even with small ones, or just keep them as they are for the table's centerpiece. The medium may differ, whether it is carving, painting, or drawing, but the message is the same. Having fun and being creative in the Halloween atmosphere. What to do with pumpkins after Halloween? The disposal of pumpkins after Halloween is completely unnecessary. The pumpkins can be composted, and they will eventually decompose into rich soil. Besides, soup, pie, and roasted seeds can be made with them. They might even be taken on trips to farms and animal sanctuaries. Pumpkins creatively restored guarantee the fun will not merely be limited to Halloween party ideas through sustainability. Plus, the pumpkins retain their charm. If you repurpose your pumpkins, the benefits you get are still significantly yours. And the food waste is less at the same time. Fun facts and cultural traditions. Pumpkins are viewed very differently in various cultures. Turnip lanterns in Ireland and Scotland are much older than pumpkins, and have been the symbols of good and evil spirits in those regions. In the United States, pumpkins have become and are the most important part of the decoration, community, and Halloween festivities, which are typical of the fall season. The good and bad associated with pumpkins also express the meanings of abundance, creativity, and community. From myths to modern-day celebrations, pumpkins have become a great and celebrated icon of autumn and Halloween. The pumpkin has become an iconic Halloween character who has changed beyond recognition since its Irish folktale. Through the Halloween myth of its devilish prank nature, it is all the season's favorite Halloween character, which is also versatile in drawing, painting, cooking, and decorating. If you know the history, symbolism, planting and harvesting times, and creative uses of you can easily enjoy and celebrate with the pumpkins of Halloween. Be it a spooky jack-o'-lantern you're bringing to life, or a painting.